We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier is with us every Wednesday. We always have Dr. MJ Collier. Dr. Collier, we're happy to have you, and thank you for keeping America safe and happy. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, Ricky, and happy holidays. And good morning, Ricky. Rock T, Special K, Gary with the T, Alfredas, and the bread. I hope that pot roast gets through Gary with no problem.
There you go, Gary. He say he's still belching. He can taste the thyme and the parsley and the rosemary and the basil.
All that, honey. But it's
That's all good flavor.
Gonna work it out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good season.
That's all good flavor. So, Ricky, for the past 2 months, I've closed out the segment instructing the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show to get the 2025-26 flu shot, and there was a reason for that. The seasonal flu activity is on the rise. The CDC estimates that since September, there's been almost 2 million flu cases, 19,000 hospitalizations, and this is the key statistic, 730 deaths, including the death of a child 1 week ago. People need to remember that the flu has always killed more people than the COVID and the coronavirus. Yet, we shut down the country for COVID, and people are very lackadaisical about getting their flu vaccine. So Christmas gatherings are spreading more than holiday spirits, but also spreading germs like the flu. And the highest activities, Ricky, are all over the country, north, south, east, and west. Colorado, Louisiana, New York, New Jersey, Georgia, and Texas. So basically everywhere people are, the levels are going up. There's a new variant that's been evaluated and diagnosed. It's called the K variant. It's been dominant since the weekend of December 6th, the first full week after Thanksgiving. That's when people were gathering, and that's when it started spreading. Okay, so various causes, this variant causes more severe illness, especially in older adults. Hospitalizations have doubled each week for the past 2 weeks. So this is a rapid and severe rise. We're seeing more people that end up in the hospital and more cases being diagnosed than last year, and last year was considered a pretty big flu year. So the U.S. set a record with child deaths last season, Ricky. There were at least 280 kids that died of influenza last fall and winter. And those that died, 9 out of 10 were unvaccinated. So this year's flu shots, even though they do not target the new variant, they target variants that are close and similarly related, so they seem to be working pretty well against the K variant. The best defense against a severe outcome from influenza is the current vaccine. It's not too late to get vaccinated, and the shots are free at any pharmacy with insurance. And if you have to pay for it, it's usually only like $25 or $35. So I'd recommend to all the listeners, go get your flu shots in the next few days. But remember what Dr. Collier always says. Take a non-sedating antihistamine, Allegra, Zyrtec, Zylol, or Claritin. Take an anti-inflammatory such as Motrin, Advil, or Aleve, starting the day before the flu shot, the day you get the flu shot, and the day after the flu shot, and then you won't get the symptoms and you won't get the sore arm. And there you have it, Ricky.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. All right, let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Yes, my question is, my mom had COVID about 2 years ago, but she still has a lingering cough with mucus. I'm trying to find out what is it that we can do because the doctors have no answer.
Okay, she has chronic bronchitis or inflammation in the lungs, so you treat it with anti-inflammatories. People ask, what are the natural things I can do? Vitamin D, omega-3 fish oil, those two things. But it's not like you take a pill today and you're going to be better tomorrow. It's going to take time for those lung cells to turn over and to heal. So some will heal, some will just, be replaced by new cells. But the point is, it's a chronic condition, and a lot of people are having this problem. Even people are still having problems with taste and smell. But this chronic cough, it seems to be persistent because they have not recuperated from the inflammatory insult to the lungs. So other anti-inflammatories that are natural are turmeric, curcumin. There are teas, there are tablets, there are powders. There are almost anything. But the two things I highly recommend, vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day, a therapeutic dose. Less than that is a total waste of time. So you need to take that, and then omega-3 fish oil at least 3,000 milligrams per day, and that will help relieve those symptoms over the next 2 to 4 weeks.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Hi. I was calling to see, are there any natural remedies to help with stiff joints and stiff knees? I bought osteobiotics last week, and I'm giving it a try, and it's helping, but those pills are huge. And so I'm trying to see, is there anything else that I could do to help with stiff joints and knees?
Well, the great thing about osteobiflex is that, one, you only have to take 2 a day. There are some formulations which contain glucosamine and chondroitin that require you to take 4 to 8 pills per day. So they're a little bigger, but you cut down on your pill burden by doing that. As you see, they do help, and the longer you take them, the more improvement you're going to have in your joint pain. But you're suffering from osteoarthritis, which affects, basically 100% of the population if you live long enough. Degenerative joint disease. The joints get old, they get dry, and they start to crack. And so you need to moisturize those joints. Omega-3 fish oil is great for that. Vitamin D helps heal bones. That combination plus the osteobiflex will give you long-term benefit. But, as we age, this will get worse if you don't stay on top of it. So you're working on it. You got a product that's working for you. Just keep taking it.
All right, you on, Dr. Collier? Good morning.
I was calling to see what was his diagnosis. Pretty much is my eye recently was swollen, and now that the swelling went down, my vision kind of is going out slowly but surely.
Okay, well, you need to be evaluated if you're having visual changes that are deteriorating. If your eye was swollen, that usually is conjunctivitis. It can be viral and self-limiting. It can be bacterial. The way you usually make the differential is if you wake up in the morning and you have matting, i.e. a lot of crusty exudate around the eye. Sometimes your eye gets stuck together and you cannot open it up without cleaning it with a warm washcloth. Now, one of the things I recommend, the problem is oftentimes, particularly with women, mascara is contaminated. You need to throw away your mascara. You can't clean it or fix it if it's been contaminated. Really? Yes, that's the number one thing that perpetuates an eye infection because most of them are waterproof. And so when you wash, you really need to use a good soap. But the problem is when you do that, your eyes sting. So you stop doing it. And so you leave a lot of the mascara residue on the eyes and it accumulates in clumps and gets infected. Now, Dr. Collier highly recommend.
Lashes, what about them big lashes? What,
exactly. You know they get contaminated. They're twice as much stuff because they're twice as long. But you can wash your face with Johnson Baby Shampoo, the No More Tears variant. You can literally wash with your eyes open and it won't sting, but that will help remove bacteria. And if you have those lashes and they're removable, take them off at night and don't sleep with them if they are. If not, make sure that you're cleaning them well. But the Johnson Baby Shampoo, No More Tears, is a great way to wash your face, remove your makeup, and do that. And that will stop you from getting the ookie eye.
Ookie eye.
Ookie eye. Official diagnosis, ookie eye.
Okay, what comedian Big Sean say about them lashes? He said when they be blinking their eyes, they be like them pigeon feathers.
Sound like a bird in the room. Like a pigeon that flew in through the chimney.
Hey, if y'all want to talk to Dr. MJ Collier, if you want to talk to MJ Collier, y'all hit us up. 8669 Rickey. 866. The man stop. R-I-C-K-E-Y. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Boy, that's the funniest last joke, boy. Boy, Big Sean be killing me. He said they say, all right. Man. Whoa. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got a winner on the Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones now. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. My question is for fibroids. So I have fibroids, and I had them shaved down. And I'm trying to see if it's best to just get the full hysterectomy, or should I just try again with getting them shaved back down since they grew back on my uterus?
Okay, so fibroids, again, affect probably 90% of women over time. Depending upon your age and how close you are to menopause, once you go through menopause, the fibroids will shrink and probably go away, but definitely shrink down low enough that you're not having symptoms. Those symptoms can be heavy bleeding. They can be pain and discomfort when you have intercourse, all kinds of issues that make you aware of your pelvis that you shouldn't have to think about. So there are other technologies and techniques. There's uterine fibroid embolizations, or UFE. that is currently amazingly good for taking care of fibroids. You may have heard that one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta really is documenting her course with that treatment, and it's been amazing. So the problem is that's not done by OBGYNs, and so OBGYNs don't tell you about it. It's done by radiologists, and those interventional radiologists can perform that. So just Google uterine fibroid embolizations and see if you're eligible for that. That's minimally invasive and no substantive or significant recovery time. Now, if you're not eligible, then a hysterectomy will probably be your best case scenario, again, depending upon how close you are to menopause. Now, there are hormonal therapies that you can get that will put you in automatic or artificial menopause, but it depends on your childbearing status, whether you want to have any more children, etc. So all those things need to be discussed with your OBGYN first, but then Google uterine fibroid embolization, UFE, near me, and find a provider that does that as well.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, if you have severe arthritis and you already have your knee replaced, what can you take that's a lotion or ointment that you don't have to take something else by mouth?
Okay, Arthotech or diclofenac used to be a prescription medication. It is now available over the counter. So diclofenac is the generic name, and you rub it on the joint. It gives amazingly good relief, and it's not systemic. So it won't raise your blood pressure, and it doesn't irritate or aggravate your stomach. You can't get an ulcer from taking it like you can from other oral non-steroidal anti-inflammatories or NSAID class drugs. So that would be a great option for you. Everybody raves about it. And then there's another thing called lidocaine patches that can numb it up. But the Arthotech addresses the problem, which is inflammation in the joint. And again, as we always say, take anti-inflammatories, natural anti-inflammatories such as curcumin, such as turmeric. You can also take the Osteobiflex, which is very good for joint and bone health, and then omega-3 fish oil and vitamin D. All of those are natural things that you can do that will give you relief from a progressively severe disease state, osteoarthritis.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Rickey Smiley. I can be reached on all social media platforms at AskDrMJ. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ask Dr. MJ, where we have hundreds of videos on various healthcare topics. Don't believe me, just watch. Go to my official website, lifodrops.com, where you will find information on Dr. Collier's Lipoimmune to help prevent respiratory tract infections like cough, cold, flu, and COVID. Also, anti-inflammatories such as omega-3 fish oil and vitamin D. Remember, follow me at Ask Dr. MJ on all social media platforms. Get your 2025-26 flu shot. It's not too late. It's free at your local pharmacy with insurance, $25, $35 cash if you have to pay for it. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, Super Dave, or the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Stick and stay. Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. MJ talking about Rickey Eye on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
He gonna play the hand clap. You gonna play the damn hand clap because he says your name.
Right.
You gonna play the hand clap when he say your name. You don't clap for nobody else. We're gonna build us a damn applause button up here. Damn it. It's stingy as hell. I'm gonna clap up but all of a sudden you get a big round of applause. Stick stay.
Stick and stay.
Boy, that's crazy.